video because we haven't really talked at all about the wedding. I mean, it was only like 2 days ago, but we wanted to make a video. We have some questions to answer. We asked you guys to ask us some questions on Twitter using the hashtag JustMarriedJohns.
Alright, I say we just jump into it. What do you think?
I agree.
First question, will there be a wedding video?
You want to answer that?
Yeah, I'll answer it. Yes, there's going to be a wedding video. We had some amazing people do our wedding video. White in Reverie is the name of their company. We'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. Okay, someone says, did you cry? I cried probably 5 times on the wedding day because, first of all, I finished writing my vows because we did personal vows. I finished writing them the day of the wedding and I was crying. I don't know, I was just so emotional. I was so excited. Like, all the buildup was like for this moment.
So everyone kept asking me, Marcus, like, are you nervous? What's going on? How do you feel? I was like, I feel good. I just feel good. I don't feel nervous. I think it'll probably just all hit me when it happens. And like 2 minutes before I walked out onto the, not the stage, but kind of like the area where I was waiting for Kristen.
The altar?
Because we were, yeah, the altar. Right before I walked out there, I just had like a big burst of like, ah! I cried and I was like, all right, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. And then I walked out there. I teared a little bit when Kristen came out. And then I don't think I really like cried that much. I was pretty good. And the only other time that I cried was when my mom and I had our first dance and she started crying. It just made me cry. So those are like the 3 times that I cried during the ceremony, and I cried by myself once.
How does Marcus tear his pants?
How did they find out that I tore my pants?
I think someone Snapchatted it.
Wow, you really ripped your pants, Marcus.
It's just some song that was like, all right guys, let's see how low you can go. And I was just getting lower and lower and lower. And then I just dropped it one time. And it wasn't like I didn't feel anything. I just felt my pants all of a sudden just get looser. I was like,
It just kind of like...
yeah, it like felt good. I was like, hey, oh, they fit better. Oh no, they fit better. And I went and checked and it was just done.
What was your guys' first dance song? We danced to Jimmy Needham's
Unfailing
Love. Yeah, it's a really good song. You should look it up, and it was really sweet.
Are you moving in together? No, we're living separately. She's gonna live, yeah, we're moving in together. We're moving in together in LA. We're gonna be moving after the honeymoon, and I think we're going back to Florida for a little bit.
Did you guys DIY any of the decor? Yes, I DIY'd so much stuff, and I think that's what took so long. But I think that the little crafts are what gives it like the personal touch. You know, so I definitely wanted to do that.
I was just gonna say, me and my dad DIY'd a couple things.
Yeah, he did too.
She wanted like these logs for just decoration, so me and my dad, like, there was this old rotting tree, we pulled it down, just chainsawed it up.
Yeah, and
then
your dad built the cross.
Yeah, and then my dad built the cross for us. What was the most surreal moment of the whole experience? For me,
I know mine.
Okay.
But you say yours.
Okay, for me, it was the whole experience of just all of my friends and family from all different parts of life. Like, I have friends in LA who've never met even my own family. Like, everyone joining as one. I thought that was the craziest, coolest thing. And Kristen's whole family. And it just felt like everyone knew and loved each other at that wedding, you know?
Yeah, it was so cool because my family and Marcus's family haven't necessarily spent like a ton of time together. But it just felt like when everyone was together, we were just like a huge family. Probably for me, the most surreal moment was when, like, at the venue that we had, there was like these 2 huge like wooden doors, and they closed them right before I walked out, and then they opened them up, and then I was standing there with my dad about to walk down the aisle, and then I just saw like all of our family and friends sitting in all the chairs, and I saw Marcus, and he was crying, and all my bridesmaids and all the groomsmen, and I was like, this is the moment. It didn't even feel like real life. It really felt like a dream, like a little piece of like heaven on earth or something.
Yeah.
It was very, very special.
Where's your honeymoon gonna be?
Fiji and New Zealand. We're going to Fiji for 5 days and then New Zealand for 10 days.
Someone said, when are you getting a golden retriever? That's actually something we need to discuss. When are we gonna get a dog?
Probably we're gonna wait a few months because just to settle in a house and be able to just like focus on spending time with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, soon, probably. Like, we're not gonna wait like 5 years to get a dog, but...
Just like 3 years, probably.
No. Do you consider your wedding to be the best day of your life so far?
Yes,
Absolutely.
easily. It'll probably be
Easily.
the best day of my life till I have a kid.
Yeah. It was the most magical day. I can't even explain it. Everyone says that their wedding day is the best day of their lives, and I'm always like, oh, okay. Like, you just can't really relate because you've never had a wedding day before. And so once I had it, I was like, this really is the best day ever. It's like you never want it to end. It's so special.
What is the most stressful part about the actual wedding day?
The most stressful thing up until the wedding was that it said on the weather app that it was like an 80% chance of thunderstorms all day on Saturday, which was the day we got married. And I was freaking out. I was like, our whole wedding was outside, so there was like nothing that we would have been able to do if it was pouring wet.
And so another thing too is we had a certain amount of time to decide if we wanted a tent or not, and we were like, we don't need a tent. Then all of a sudden the weather changed and it was like 80% chance of rain, and there was no way for us to get a tent anymore because
like
it was
they
too
didn't
late.
have anymore. And so I was freaking out. I remember we were driving to the venue and I was looking at the weather app and it was still like 80% chance at 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock and the rest of the day, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I felt in my heart I was getting so much anxiety, and I was like, okay, I just need to pray. So I prayed and I said, Jesus, please, please don't let it rain today. Please, please, if you just grant one of my prayers today, please just don't let it rain. And I remember having this overwhelming sense of peace and Jesus just calming my heart and saying, don't worry about the rain anymore. I've got it. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. And I didn't think about it the rest of the day, and it didn't rain.
Pulled up, started drizzling.
Oh yeah,
was
it
gonna
started
pour,
drizzling.
and then it was fine. And actually it ended up being better that it was a little bit overcast because it cooled down everything, because it was brutally hot the day before and during the rehearsal. So it actually couldn't have been better.
Yeah.
Like the sun was still out, it was still really pretty, blue skies, but it was like just shady and nice, you know.
Okay, someone asked, where did we get married? We got married at a place in Sorrento, Florida called Bramble Tree Estate. And it's kind of like a little farm house. Not really a farmhouse, but it's like a big white house. And then we had the ceremony and reception all outside, and it was very beautiful. A ton of like market lighting, and it's very magical.
What are you most excited for? I'm really excited for honeymoon, but I'm really excited to like build like a house, like make a house. You know, move into a house, whatever we do, just make like a life and kind of decorate a house and have like a little yard and kind of start a regular life, you know?
Yeah, because me and Marcus have been living apart from each other our entire relationship, so it'll just be so nice to just have a
dog,
home together.
Have a car together, go to the same grocery store every day, not live out of
cook
like
dinner.
not live out of like a suitcase. Anytime Kristen visits me, she's living out of a suitcase. Anytime I'm visiting her, so it's like we always feel a bit out of place, and it's going to be nice for us to share a room, share a house, share, you know, everything half and half, not live out of a suitcase.
So that was our last question, but I did want to let you guys know before we say goodbye, we do have a huge, very exciting announcement coming very soon that we're both very excited about. I'll do a whole dedicated video about it. But just know, there's very, very exciting things to come. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all your super kind words on our pictures on Instagram, and all of your tweets, and just all your love about us getting married. It's been really, really sweet seeing all y'all's comments. So thank you for that. We love you guys so much, and we will see you very soon. Bye!